our beans represent a 1. This is a 1. This is a
2, 3, 4.
And then for 5, you're going to replace 5 beans
with one of these?
with 1 of these. So we have a stick. And a stick represents a 5. So if you want to keep going and do a 6, you would just add a bean on top.
That would be 6. Either like, huh? Or would that be?
Very good. It's just your beans are always going to be on top of the stick.
Oh.
So that's one of those.
So like that.
Yeah. 7.
Right.
And then 8. 9. And how would you do 10? You really want to use the shell.
I just thought that was what it would be.
Well, if one of your sticks represents a 5.
Okay.
Perfect. So this is your 10. And then you could guess what an 11 would be. And 14. Perfect. And then what about a 50? Perfect. Now, this is our first rule was that you can't have 5 beans. For number 5, you take the beans out and you put a stick.
Alright.
Our second rule is that we can't have 4 sticks. So if we wanted to do a 20, we could only go 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and that's all we can fit down here. Because this space, our lower space, gets filled at 19. So to do a 20, you're actually going to use your shell, but your shell represents a 0.
Okay.
So you're going to put a 0 in this place to hold the place. And then a bean at the upper level represents a 20.
Okay.
So if you wanted to do a 21, you can take away your shell, you no longer need the 0, and you put a bean.
So that
21.
So if there's something above it that represents 20.
Right. Anything.
And then that's 21.
Exactly. So basically, our lower level, your beans are always a 1, and your sticks are always a 5.
Alright.
This one's always going to be 0, no matter what level. That's a 20. And then if you put another 20, that's
21.
that would be...
Oh, 22?
You have 2 20s.
Oh, so that'd be 40.
Exactly. That would be
Okay.
40. And then this would be...
30. No, 60.
Yeah, you're good.
That's weird.
Yeah, it'll get very fun. So you have 20, 40, 60, 80.
80, yeah.
And then when you put a stick, that's actually going to be
100?
100. Exactly. If you wanted to do a 30, you'd put a 20, and then you would put a 10 at the bottom. So anything lower than 20 goes at the bottom. Anything higher than 20 goes in the top row.
Okay.
Okay? So how would you do, let's see, 31?
31?
32, 33, 34, do a 35, do replace the 6,
And then
5.
Alright, cool.
Right. How old are you?
11.
Do an 11. Perfect. And I'm 29. How would you do a 29?
29?
Perfect. How would we do the 100? Remember what 100 was?
Yeah. So, 2?
Or let's do the 40. You have 2 so far. So if you put...
That's 2, and then put that's 42,
Exactly.
and then have more than 4 of those.
Right.
Um,
Where would you put your 100? In the
100.
lower level or the top level?
the top one?
Right. So if you had,
Oh, okay.
it would be like 20, just as an example, 40, 60, 80, 100, but
So
instead of 5 beans, what can you put?
Oh, stick.
Sad.
So that's
a stick here.
Oh.
You have 100,
140.
20, 140.
Mhm.
Perfect.
Okay. So 5 gets multiplied by 20 also.
Exactly. So any number that you put down here gets multiplied by 1. Anything you put up here gets multiplied by 1. How would you do just the 200?
200?
Perfect. How would we do 250?
200.
250. So you have the 200. Yeah. 250. We have 220.
40.
240.
Oh,
10
okay,
more.
I get it. It's like a puzzle.
Perfect. Yeah, you put anything that fits on one level, and then whatever you need to go either to lower or higher.
This is like a game. I like it.
In this level, you can have anything from 0 to 19. And then on this level, you can have anything
more
from
than
20, only up until 399. And I'll show you why. Basically, the most you can have in one level are 3 beans, 3 sticks, and 4 beans. That's the most you can have, right? Because anything more than that would require 1 more bean and replace by a stick that we can't.
Alright.
So if we do the same thing up here, which is the most we can do, we have, so that would be also a 19. We have 5, 10, 15, 19.
9 times 20 would be 218.
Well, it might be easier to read it in Mayan numbers because we have 100, 200, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80. We have 380. That's the most we can have. So if you add 380 plus the 19, you get 399.
Yeah.
So to do a 400, that would be the next number. Can you guess what it would be?
Just one right here.
Perfect.
And then the rest come.
Zeros.
Okay. So just like...
Same thing like we did with the 20. That would be
Yeah.
a 400.
Okay.
And then that makes it very easy because
Yeah.
you just keep going higher.
Yeah.
So then, like, if you put 1 bean everywhere, what would this number be?
421.
Perfect. Yep. See how easy?
Yeah.
And then, so how would you do, you have 400, how would you do 500? It's a lower number than 400, so it has to be here.
Alright, so 500.
Right.
And then there.
You got it. So how would you do 800?
800. Just I guess.
Perfect. You're very quick. Alrighty. So that was 800, we said. We only need 200 more for 1,000. Where can we fit the 200?
200.
Perfect. You got it. Okay, so let's try a number. Let's think of a big number.
634.
Okay. 634. Okay.
So that's 400,
Right.
and then that's 600. But you need, so that represents 20, and then you need 10, so that's 30. So
Wow.
just enough.
Good job.
941. So that's 900.
Right.
And then, so,
to me how that's 941?
So 2 400s make 800, and then 100, and then 20 times 2 is 40, and then that's 1.
Perfect. All right. Okay. So let's see if
You don't have to show your work. This is the best math ever.
It's pretty awesome. So if we go back and remember that 19 is the most you can have in each register. I call them registers. So let's put 19 here. Then we're going to have a huge number that we have never done before. Let's add them. Let's see what we get.
Okay.
So let's start again. 2,000,
2,000, 4,000,
4,000, 6,000,
6,000,
6,400,
6,800, 7,020, 7,600,
7,200,
200,
7,600, and then these are the hundreds. So 7,700,
700, 7,800, 7,900,
and these are 20.
7,920, 7,940, 7,960, 7,980.
Okay, and then
7,985, 7,090, 7,905, 7,906, and then 7,907, 7,908, and 7,909.
perfect. So what comes after 7,999?
8,000.
8,000.
Or 8,000.
Just 8,000. So if we get rid of all of these, our next level, guess what it is?
8,000.
8,000. And then we put all our shells. All right. 277.
277? 200, 130, 160,
160. 170.
75.
Oh.
Alright, so these all represent 5, the little sticks. So that's 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, because the beans represent 1. And then this part's times 20, so 20, 40, 60, plus those equal 100, so 200, and then 77.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. So how would we do, speaking of Big 2012, how would you do 2012? Yeah.
So 2012? 2000, and then
Perfect. Yay. All right. So, want to do a number in the 8? In the 8,000?
Sure.
1,400. That's very easy. I know you get it.
So 8,000, or no, 8,400.
400.
That's times 200.
Times 400.
Oh, so 420. Oh, so that's times 20.
8,421. What happens if we put sticks in all 4 levels? What number would we get?
So if we have
Take away the beans.
8,000.
What number would that be?
That would be 8,000 times 5, which is 8 times 5. Would be, right now, hang on.
8 times 5?
8 times 5 would be 40. So 40,000. Jeez. 40,000.
Oh, 40,000. These are worth
Times
2,000.
2,000. So
42,000.
42,105.
Perfect.
I want to call it a game, but it's math.